Good morning बच्चों. Today we will discuss about the process of fertilization and development. So first of all, we will know about the development. What is development? As we know that after fertilization, zygote is formed, and zygote is a single-celled structure, and by the process of cleavage or systematic division, a single cell zygote is converted into a multicellular form. The whole process is called development. Now, development is divided into two categories. One is embryonic or prenatal development, and another is post embryonic or postnatal period. So first of all, we know about the embryonic or prenatal period. It is passed within the egg or the uterus of the mother, means the development of zygote up to the fetus is called embryonic development or prenatal period, and post embryonic development is this period extends from birth up to death. Thus the development is embryonic and post embryonic development. Now we see the phases of development. The whole process of development consists of four phases. One is gametogenesis, another is fertilization, and third is gestation period. And this gestation period consists of three stages. One is cleavage or blastulation, another is gastrulation, and third one is organogenesis, and next and last is parturition. Here the two phases, one is gametogenesis and another is parturition, we have already discussed in detailed form. Gametogenesis consists of spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Both the process we have already discussed. And the process of parturition, parturition means childbirth, we have discussed it already. Now we first of all discuss about the process of fertilization. So what is fertilization? So first of all we discuss here the definition, site of fertilization within the uterus, next capacitation of spermatozoon, next physical and chemical events of the fertilization, which consist of acrosomal reaction, cortical reaction, spermatozoon entry, karyogamy or amphimixis, and next one is activation of egg. So first of all we discuss about the definition of fertilization. Fertilization means the fusion of haploid male gamete or spermatozoon and a haploid female gamete or ovum to form a diploid zygote is called fertilization. Understand? Once again you will see here the diagram. This diagram consists of the uterus. This is the uterus, and this is, here you see the egg and ovary. Yes, this is the ovary, and from ovary ovum is released into the fallopian tube. So where fertilization takes place in human beings, fertilization takes place mostly into the ampulla of the ovary. ठीक है, ampulla is a important part of the fallopian tube where fertilization takes place. Now once again we see the capacitation of sperm. What do you mean by capacitation of sperm? Capacitation means capacity of spermatozoon to fertilize the ovum. What do you understand by it? The sperms in the female genital tract are made capable of fertilizing the egg by secretions of the genital tract. These secretions of the female genital tract remove coating substance deposited on the surface of spermatozoon, particularly those on the acrosome. Means the head of the sperm contains some coating, and the removal of this coating into the genital tract exposes the receptor site on the acrosome. These receptors makes contact with the ovum, and this process is known as capacitation. It is just like that of lock and key hypothesis of the enzyme mechanism. Okay, now we will see the physical and chemical events of the fertilization. So what physical and chemical changes takes place at the time of fertilization? When a mature spermatozoon reaches into the ampulla of the fallopian tube, here acrosomal reaction takes place. Acrosome is the part of the spermatozoon, and acrosome contains some enzyme we have already discussed: hyaluronidase, sperm lysine, and zona penetrating enzyme are acrosin. These enzymes plays an important role in dissolving the plasma membrane of the ovum. Calcium ion plays a major role in acrosomal reaction. Okay. So once acrosome reaction happens, then cortical reaction takes place. Cortical reaction means कि जो ओवम है, ओवम के अंदर साइटोप्लाज्म होगा और माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया होगा. तो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया जो ओवम के अंदर का होता है, जैसे ही स्पर्मेटोजोन का हेड एग के अंदर पहुंचता है तो तुरंत कॉर्टिकल रिएक्शन स्टार्ट हो जाती है, और माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया जो है वो कुछ स्पेसिफिक प्रोटीन को सिक्रीट करता है जो ओवम के चारों तरफ एक लेयर बना देता है, जिसको कॉर्टिकल लेयर कहते हैं. इसकी वजह से जो और अदर स्पर्मेटोजोन्स का जो मूवमेंट होता है उसकी एंट्री ओवम के अंदर स्टॉप हो जाती है. ओके, समझ गए बेटा. नेक्स्ट है स्पर्म एंट्री. एट द point of the contact with the sperm, the secondary oocyte forms a projection that is called fertilization cone, which receives the spermatozoon. The mammalian secondary oocyte does not have centriole of its own. Means when a spermatozoon head enters into the ovum, it contains the proximal centriole, and this proximal centriole forms the axis through which a zygote divides by vertical or
horizontal division. Now the process of karyogamy or amphimixis takes place. Karyogamy means fusion of male and female pronuclei is called karyogamy or amphimixis. Now the single cell hap- now the haploid gamete, that is male and female gametes pronuclei fuses and forms two an zygote. Okay, now the activation of the egg. Sperm entry stimulates metabolism in the zygote. As a result, the rate of cellular respiration and protein synthesis increases greatly. Okay, once again you see here, this is the diagram. Here you see the diagram of the female reproductive tract. The ovum moves into the fallopian tube and the spermatozoon reaches in the fallopian tube where the zygote is formed, and after zygote is formed, the next process cleavage starts. Cleavage means transfers and horizontal divisions starts in the zygote, due to which a single cell zygote is converted into multicellular form. When cleavage starts, a single cell zygote is converted into 16 to 32 celled stage, that is called the marula, and marula is transformed into blastula, and when this blastula reaches into the uterus, here it is implanted into the wall of the uterus. This is called the blastocyst, or pregnancy occurs. Okay, now we see the diagram flow chart of the cleavage. Here you see how the cleavage occurs. Single cell zygote is formed, and this zygote divides. By division, the single cell zygote is converted into two celled stage, and two celled stage again divided, and it forms four celled stage, now 8 celled stage, then 16 celled stage, and then 32 celled stage. And this 32 stage cell is called marula. Marula is a solid ball of cells. Now this marula is converted into blastula. Blastula is implanted into the uterus. Now this is called blastocyst, and this blastocyst is converted into gastrula, and gastrula consists of three germ layers of cells, that is ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm, and these three cells are responsible for the formation of all the embryo. Okay, now here you see the diagram of the blastocyst. This is the structure of the blastocyst. The outer layer of the blastocyst consists of trophoblast cell. This is the trophoblast cell. Inside the blastocyst is a cavity. That cavity is known as blastocele, and here you see some specific cells that is attached inside the blastocele is called inner cell mass, and this is the zona pellucida. ये कहाँ से आ गया zona pellucida? जोना पेलुसिडा कहाँ पे था? जिस समय ग्राफियन फॉलिकल से ओवम रिलीज हुआ था, जब हमने ओवम का स्ट्रक्चर बनाया था, तो ओवम में आउटर लेयर जो प्रेजेंट था, डेट इज ए जोना पेलुसिडा, एंड व्हेन द स्पर्मेटोजोन्स फर्टिलाइज द ओवम, then it dissolves first of all zona pellucida. So here you see the Breccia cells of zona pellucida. ये this is a very important structure and many times it is asked in your examination. Okay, this is the inner cell mass, and this inner cell mass after mitotic divisions form the embryo. And here you see the trophoblast layers form the extra embryonic membrane and placenta. Very important question asked in 1 marks. Inner cell mass is responsible for the development of embryo, means कि inner cell mass have totipotent cells, and these cells are responsible for the formation of every type of the cells and the organs. means कि इनर सेल मास के पास में जो भी सेल्स होंगे वो आई का भी फॉर्मेशन करेंगे, हार्ट का फॉर्मेशन करेंगे, लीवर का फॉर्मेशन करेंगे, ब्रेन का फॉर्मेशन करेंगे। तो कंप्लीट डेवलपमेंट जो एम्ब्रियो का होता है वो इनर सेल मास से होता है। और ट्रोफोब्लास्ट लेयर इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ placenta and extra embryonic membrane. Okay, here you see the diagram of the implantation. This is the blastocyst or blastula, and this layer is the uterine epithelium, that is endometrium of the uterus. So now the trophoblast layer, outer layer of the blastocyst is called trophoblast, and this trophoblast layer attaches to the wall of the uterine endometrium. Okay, now you see this is the blastocyst, and it is shrinks into the wall of the uterine and forms a finger like projections. This is called the placenta, and now this whole process is called the blastocyst. Okay, now here we see the mammary gland. After childbirth, feeding is required by the newborn baby. It occurs through the mammary glands, and these glands are modified sweat glands. So how the milk is produced inside the mammary glands? Actually, pituitary gland consists of the two lobes. One is anterior lobe and another is posterior lobe. Anterior lobe of the pituitary, after receiving the signals, secretes the prolactin hormone, and this prolactin hormone is responsible for the production of the milk inside the mammary gland. And the posterior lobe of the pituitary also secretes the oxytocin enzyme. Oxytocin enzyme is also called a childbirth hormone, and this hormone acts on the uterine myometrium cells and causes the labor pain, due to which the childbirth occurs. And this hormone is also responsible for the release of milk from the mammary gland. The first milk released from the mammary gland after the childbirth is called colostrum. Very important, colostrum. What is colostrum? The milk secreted from the mammary gland after the childbirth for the feeding of the newborn baby is called colostrum, and this colostrum consists of immunoglobulin A or antibody A, and this immunoglobulin A and antibody A is responsible for passive immunity of the newborn child. Means कि this immunoglobulin protect the child from the various diseases. Okay, now
You see, once again, here this is the process of the cleavage. 2 days first day cleavage, two-celled stage is two-celled stage, four-celled stage, eight-celled stage, 16-celled stage. Here the so many stages of the ovary you see here. And now this is all about the process of fertilization. I hope you understand. And here we see the some slides which represent, this is the ovum and this is the spermatozoon, which the head of the spermatozoon reaches into the ovum or the egg. Now you see the another slide. This is the fertilization. Next, here spermatozoons, competition occurs between spermatozoons, and this is the spermatozoon inside the uterus. Yes, this is the head of the uterus reaches into the bulges into the ovum. Here single cell zygote is converted into two celled, then 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32 stage cells. This stage is called the morula stage. Yes, this is the solid ball of the cells, shows the morula stage.